Hey everybody, Dan Buffa from the deck. Now we have an update, at least for the time being. The rooftop deck is no longer available. So I went up there about 10 minutes ago thinking I would do a quick podcast. It's kind of fun to do up there. You get the good view, you get the good light, and then the code didn't work, the door didn't open, and so we have to go to the backup plan, which is the good old-fashioned apartment deck, which is kind of like, not as great of a studio, but it'll do. The phone is currently being held up by the broken platform that used to be my Tiger stand. This big guy sat in it and fell and broke it. And so now I have kind of a podcast stand and I have a little cutting board. Hey, you gotta see the forest for the trees. But tonight we're going to be discussing a little baseball, a little movies, a little TV, basically the usual. So Cardinals have reached the All-Star break. They are 50-45. They are the same percentage that they were last year. They were 51-46 at the All-Star break last year. So what happens from here? The team finished horribly last year, 27-38 in the second half. So I think the 2026 Cardinals would do better. Again, I don't watch every day. I don't watch enough, so take my word with a grain of salt. Go read guys like Bernie Miklasz and Daniel Shoptaw. Those guys are covering it every day, watching it every day. Brendan Schaefer as well, who now has a very tombstone-like mustache. Cheers to you, Brendan, on that. That's not easy to pull off. When you take all this away, and I don't know if this would work. They might put me on a list, and not the good list, but what I do see is a team that's going to be more exciting to watch than last year's team. Cheaper team, a younger team, and hopefully a team, even with the one that's going to blow games and lose games in late innings, they're still going to be more fun to watch. And again, don't forget, it's our job to enjoy the games. It's their job to win the games. There you go. Powerful stuff here on the rooftop deck. No, the Buff Top Deck podcast, since they have temporarily cut off access to the rooftop deck. I probably ruined it for the 3 people that actually use that place. I never saw anybody else up there, and apparently they didn't like me up there. What's wrong with a guy recording a podcast without pants on? Anyway, number 2, this will be a 5 things on my mind. I mean, if we get to 5, I don't know. Number 2, Friday night happened, and there was no Dutton Ranch. And I just want to say that it's like not having any ranch when you have a chicken strip. To not have Dutton Ranch on a Friday night, it's pretty disappointing. And to have to wait until 2027, possibly the middle of that, to later portion of the year to get more, it's kind of just, this is tough. When you really like a show and it goes away after 9 weeks, it's like, what the heck? Should be when all the fun's just beginning, but I don't mind a lean and mean season. I just hope they get back to work soon. Okay, Cole, Kelly, get back on the ranch, sweat in Texas, and get it going. But who knows? But Taylor Sheridan fans will make this number 3 have something to look forward to. Lioness season 3 comes back this, I want to say, next month on Paramount Plus. Zoe Saldana is fantastic. The whole cast is. Special Forces, Dangerous Missions, Taylor Sheridan kind of powered action. He's still heavily involved with this show. Dutton Ranch, he really just had an executive producer, maybe has a little input. He pulled away from that show, from that spinoff, but he was totally more involved with Tulsa King, Lioness, and Landman, at least for now. Because again, he is having a new deal start up with NBC Universal in about 2 years, or 3. Who knows? So he's going to start pulling away from the Paramount shows and leaning into more of his new content. But Lioness comes out, and that will provide a little bit. Okay, really, Lioness is fantastic, but it's just not Dutton Ranch. I need horses. I need constant Rip Wheeler justice. I need Beth Dutton smackdowns. I'm a needy bitch when it comes to my TV shows. But number 3, Lioness will somehow, and I think, replace a lot of the enjoyment of Dutton Ranch, except for the Rip Wheeler effect. Even if I can imagine Zoe Saldana's character on that ranch would probably fare for herself pretty well. Number 4. What was number 4? So this is where I would inject a little movie conversation in, but well, yeah, number 4 is I'm watching The Odyssey either tomorrow or possibly this week. There is a screening this week. Sometimes you get your responses to an RSVP in late and you don't get to go. And also there's the thought of a 3-hour movie on a work night. And I love you, Christopher Nolan. I mean, he hasn't really swung and missed. I didn't love Interstellar, but I didn't dislike it. It isn't like I would not recommend it. Tenet was probably the one movie that I would probably say I didn't like. I admired parts of it, was frustrated by a lot of it. I'd have to watch it again. But everything he does is worth watching. But it's just, man, you know, Matt Damon raging across the 7 seas, battling supernatural and then natural characters and gold. Classic literature involved, and yes, there's some Bernthal and some Holland and some Zendaya and Anne Hathaway and pretty much every other good actor that you know is in this movie. But I may watch it tomorrow, I may watch it this weekend, we shall see. Number 5, my goodness, what did I have this week that I didn't have? Okay, I will not tell you about the McDonald's I had. Let's just keep that very much to ourselves. But I want to say something about Vinnie's Italian Meats and Euro. It's over there on Ivanhoe. If you like Greek and or American food done really well, want to support a local business, do what I did the other night after an Uber shift. Stopped over there, had a big old Colosso Euro wrap that was about this big. None of it hit the basket that it was served in. Everything went down the tube. Vinnie's special potatoes are basically fried potato bites, and there is no squishy. It's all crispy, covered in Parmesan cheese. So go there for some comfort food. You don't have to love Greek food. You don't have to love American food. They even have a version of the Bear's Italian beef sandwich. So come get some at Vinnie's Italian Meats and Euro over there on Ivanhoe, next to the Epiphany Church. And that's all I got, because I gotta go in there and, I don't know, rest, because tomorrow is coming. It's just like that late Sunday night where the Monday work day is kind of starting to creep up on you and go, are you ready? And the answer is no, but I will be tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody, and I hope your weekend was damn well worth it.